So it's only a few weeks to Christmas and you've got your Google AdWords campaign running at the moment. It's just ticking over. But in the run up to Christmas, all your competitors are going to be making changes to their AdWords accounts to try and get more traffic during this high demand season. So what can you do to battle against your competitors and capture that extra demand? So I put a few tips here on what you can edit on your AdWords account to help with that. So the first one is AdWords Extensions. They're great for making your advert stand out and adding more content to your advert above the regular space that you get in the results. So a few extensions that are great to use are the location ones. So if you've got your shop in the high street and you want to try and encourage visits to that shop, make sure you've got the location extension enabled and set up correctly. So when people search for a local business, then the chances are that you'll appear in the list with your address on it, so people can easily see that without having to go to your website and check your contact details page, etc. So even when they're on the move on their smartphones, they can see your address on there, and they can even see the map, so they can easily find your store in the run up to Christmas. Similarly for call extensions, make sure that's enabled and it's got the correct phone number on there. So if people are frantically looking for their last minute gift for their loved ones, they do a quick search on Google and they want to ask a question about if you've got the product in stock, for example, then they can just give you a quick call straight from the advert without having to go through to your website and find the phone number on there. The last extension is quite a new one. It's called Call Out Extensions. It gives you additional lines of text under your main 2 lines of text, which you can put in for USPs and any special offers that you've got running, etc. They don't link through like site links, if you're familiar with site links, but they kind of stand out because they're a slightly different colour from the normal text, and it's a really useful way to put in things such as free delivery or extended return dates over Christmas. So that's the top AdWords extensions that I recommend. Moving on to targeting. So this is the other side of AdWords optimization. So make sure that you've experimented with adding additional target keywords in there. So this could be things like my product Christmas gift or my product present. So people will be searching for products that you sell, and they'll be appending their searches with those terms, Christmas gift or presents. So if you're adding those as target keywords, the chances are that you're going to appear for those and capture that customer. And similarly, add text. If you've added in the extra keywords like I just mentioned, make sure you update your ad text to include those. So you could edit your headline of your ad to say, my product, ideal Christmas gift, etc. You know, just describe it as more of a themed, festive Christmas gift, if you like. And also in the ad text, although we've mentioned call-out extensions, you can add in your USPs and special offers and things like that you've got running over the Christmas period, and some of the things such as free delivery in time for Christmas. You can add that into your ad text. So make changes to your ad text so they're relevant to the time of year. And then to back up what you've got here in your ad text, make sure your landing page, the page that people have been sent to from the advert, that it's updated with the information that you've put in your ad text. So add in the information or change the information on your web page so that it shows that you've got delivery in time for Christmas and you've got longer return dates after Christmas. Give them peace of mind and make sure that convince them to buy from you, basically. And the third area is general AdWords optimization. There's 3 things you can do for that. We've got maximizing your bids. So your competitors are going to be increasing their bids in an effort to beat their competition or you during this busy time. They want to make sure they're going to be appearing as high up as they can and capture the majority of the traffic during this extra demand in the run up to Christmas. So make sure you increase your bids a little bit more so that you go with them, and you will be paying more per click probably because there's more demand out there, but having that higher bid means you're going to just keep in those high positions where people can click through to your advert in one of those top spaces. So if you don't increase your bids, you might be at risk of your ad being pushed down due to your competitors increasing their bids. So that's an easy one to implement. So yeah, make sure you do that. And the other one is mobile device targeting. So you may or may not have this already, but in the settings for your AdWords campaigns, you can enable it and disable it. I recommend making sure that you are targeting mobile devices with your adverts. You don't need to necessarily edit your adverts, especially for the Christmas period, but just make sure it's enabled and you're bidding quite strongly for that. And the reason is because during the run up to Christmas, people are going to be a lot more busy, they're going to be out and about, they're going to be searching for your products or services on their mobile phones. So you want to make sure that you appear on there, and so people can find your business, not necessarily buy directly from the website, but like I mentioned earlier, they might be looking for a local shop so they can go in and get the gift and not worry about not getting the gift in time for Christmas. And the last one is ad scheduling. So you may already be using this for your AdWords account, but you want to make sure that you adjust that scheduling so that it takes into account the extra opening hours and extended shopping times that people are familiar with during the run-up to Christmas. So it might be that you're opening late, so you have to put in the time into the scheduling to allow for that. Otherwise, your ads just won't be showing at those times. So again, that will help people find your business when they're busy and they haven't got time to look during the day and inquire about your products or even buy from you at that time. So these are the 3 top tips really for making the most of your AdWords campaign during the Christmas run-up. And if you do implement these, then I'm pretty sure you're going to benefit from the extra demand over Christmas and really increase those sales and leads that you desperately need at this time, because after Christmas, as we know, business can die out, so you want to make sure you're hitting those monthly targets. So yeah, make a note of these, and if you want more information about PPC in general, or even some more Christmas tips, I believe we've got some blog posts on our website, so make sure you subscribe to our blog and to our Koozai TV channel to get all the latest digital marketing tips.